20 tips to speaking better. Tip number 1. Stand up tall. When we slouch, we appear to be smaller and can give away some of our credibility. Stand up nice and tall for the best results. Tip number 2. Smile to the audience. Give a big smile to the audience. This helps to form a connection and can make them, and you, more comfortable before the speech even starts. Tip number 3. Do your research. Do some research, and do some more. You need to be the most knowledgeable about the topic in the room. Tip number 4. Practice often. Go through and practice the speech at least 5 or 6 times until you are confident in it. Practice in a mirror, on a recorder, or in front of a trusted friend to get it right. Tip number 5. Use your hands. When done well, your hands can help to emphasize a point and improve the speech. Learn how to use them well. Tip number 6. Know the bad body language cues. Do not slouch, look at the ground, or wave your hands widely during the speech. Tip number 7. Avoid filler words. Keep the likes, ums and wells at home. Tip number 8. Keep the language simple. Flowery language can seem impressive, but it may ruin your hard work. Keep the language simple and easy to understand. Tip number 9. Rework as necessary. If something is not fitting or flowing, it is fine to drop it or rework it during practice. Tip number 10. Speak slowly. Do not rush through the information to get the speech done. Think through the words and say them slowly. Tip number 11. Give pauses. Pauses are your friend and give you time to think and compose your thoughts. Use them. Tip number 12. Maintain eye contact. Do not look out the door, at the ceiling, or at the floor. Look at your audience to form a good connection. Tip number 13. Wear the right clothes. Leave the sweatpants and bad jeans at home. Business casual is a good option here. Tip number 14. Choose the right tone. Consider the topic you are using and then adapt your tone to go along with it. Tip number 15. Make the audience laugh. Laughter is a great way to encourage connection and can make the speech better. Tip number 16. Know the audience. Know your audience. This can help you structure the outline and use the right phrases and words along the way. Tip number 17. Visualize the success. Visualize what is going to happen during the speech, the good and the bad, so there are no surprises later on. Tip number 18. Have a good introduction. You need to hook the audience in the first few minutes they hear you. Telling a story or a joke can be a good way to start this. Tip number 19. Own the stage. Pacing and swaying are not good here, but you can move around the stage like you own it for the best results. Tip number 20. Know your material. The better that you know the material, the easier it is to relax. There are fewer potential surprises, and even if you finish early, you still have plenty of material